gonna fight for the revolution, no matter how many conservatives come after me. You can kill me, but there will be 10 more in my place. You all, the conservatives, enemy of the people.
Oh, no, wait a second. Is that respect for people?
Who cares about respect? They want to kill my friends. They want to kill me. They want to kill my family.
Who wants to kill you?
Conservatives and MAGA chuds. That's what we're talking about.
Hey guys, what's up? Matt Miller here. Watch what happens when this Christian speaker on campus gets derailed by a whiny social justice warrior who tries to interrupt him, tries to accuse him of lying. Watch how this guy handles it. This gets pretty heated.
How many people did Joseph Stalin, another atheist, murder? How many people did Joseph Stalin murder? Okay. How many people did Adolf Hitler, another atheist, murder?
He wasn't an atheist. He was raised Roman Catholic.
No, he wasn't a Roman Catholic.
He was raised Roman Catholic in the Empire.
You were probably raised in a Christian home if you live in Texas, so it doesn't mean you're a follower of Christ just because you're raised in a Christian home. All right? And I like him. It's okay, don't worry. We're doing okay out here.
I'm not playing devil's
I like your passion, okay? I love your passion, all right?
Ask this question.
No. We're dialoguing. We'll get to you next. Okay, fair enough? So, let's talk about how atheism opens you up to slaughtering people. Why? Why does atheism open you up to slaughtering people? It's the same answer to the question I asked you that you haven't answered. Why is a human being valuable? You gotta answer the question, guys, every single one of you, because you deal with human beings every single day. So why is a human being valuable? Come on, guys, that's not a hard question.
Wait, is anybody hear that?
We're valuable because God created us. And God gave us innate value.
No, we're valuable because we're human beings and we have an innate value that isn't defined by some ornate religious order. We are defined by our common interest in keeping each other alive. And the only people that want to destroy that are the enemies of the people, and they should be destroyed in a revolution. That's what I'm talking about.
All right. Okay. Fair enough.
Shut the up.
Is that respecting the people?
Counter-revolutionaries are not going to be respected, and I will fight to defend that. I will fight in the streets, I will fight here, I'll fight anywhere. I'm going to fight for the revolution, no matter how many conservatives come after me. You can kill me, but there will be 10 more in my place. You all, the conservatives, enemy of the people.
Oh, no, wait a second. Is that respect for people?
Who cares about respect? They want to kill my friends. They want to kill me. They want to kill my family.
Who wants to kill you?
Conservatives and MAGA chuds. That's what we're talking about.
The conservatives.
The homophobes. I don't want to kill you.
Nobody here wants to kill you, sir.
Yeah, maybe you're not you love, but you and your MAGA chud friend.
No, sir.
We can't do it.
No, nobody here wants to kill you.
This guy is one of the most unhinged liberals I've ever seen. The guy is all over the place. He's whining. He's screaming. His body language is crazy. He's not a grounded, mentally sound person, and that's clear for everyone to see. But I like how this preacher, he continues to engage with him and tries to give him a platform to say what he's trying to say, to not talk over him, and hear the guy out. And he's kind of just exposing himself as being a radical, insane person. But he's still engaging with the ideas. And what this guy's initial point is that atheism opens the door for mass atrocities to be committed. And if you look at the 20th century and the history of all of the totalitarian regimes that forsaken the Catholic Church, Christianity, traditional values, and replaced it with worship of the state or the government, they committed the worst atrocities in human history. And it's not to say that the church or Christians in the past did not commit atrocities or do bad things or wage war. Of course they did. But I would say that, and I think that his point here is that atheism and the abandonment of morals and an ethical code that's been given down to us over the ages by our religion is what opens the mind to mass violence and unspeakable atrocities. So far, this kid doesn't really have a coherent, well-articulated point to fire back with. He's very upset. He's very mad. I think this is very personal for him. And he's not really able to form his argument into something to actually combat this preacher's position with. But let's see what happens next.
Does Texas State give you guys a fascination with the F-bomb? What's going on, guys? How do you guys communicate?
Y'all are just attacking each other. We're debating, not fighting.
Well, what's your fascination with the F-bomb?
Huh?
What's your fascination with the F-bomb? Why do you sprinkle it so liberally in all your speech? Why? Shit. You got to use the F-bomb in order to communicate past.
I'm sorry, why are you spouting respectability politics? That has nothing to do with the actual positions that we're representing.
Sir, when you
Just because you wear a nice shirt and a sweater vest like Mr. Rogers doesn't mean that your points are more valid than mine.
I am not Mr. Rogers, you don't have to worry. I was given this sweater. I didn't buy it. I was given it to
I'm
wear.
not knocking your style. I'm just saying if you're going for respectability politics, let's lay it all out there.
Sure, I'm not going for respectability politics.
Really? Because you just said a second ago that you don't want people to say a common term in the vernacular. Really?
All right, I'll tell you why. Why don't you ask me why do I object to that?
Why do you object to it?
Thank you for asking that great question. I object to that because I am convinced that sex is a beautiful gift from God, which means to trivialize sex is wrong. I was at the University of Arizona, and a guy raised his hand and said, I like date rape. I said, all right, I understand, but how can you justify date rape? And he said, I justify it by understanding that I have a very high testosterone level. That's why date rape is good.
Yeah, what the
That's a trivialization of sex and of a woman. And to trivialize sex and to trivialize a
You're
woman.
complaining 2 points right there. See, that's a ridiculous trick. Anyone who watches politicians, this is exactly what the they do. They try to manipulate their speech by saying a bunch of different things that have nothing to do with each other and try to conflate the other thing in order to make it seem like the other person has that viewpoint. I said nothing about women. I said nothing about the sanctity of sex. I said nothing about it. I said that it's a common vernacular. And the fact that you're trying to trivialize it and you're trying to make it look like I hate women or I hate sex, it's bull. And you know it. You're doing it and you know
Well,
it.
instead of doing that, you are lying, sir. You're out of touch with reality. And that's sad.
Wow. I'll say it again. This kid really needs to learn how to communicate better, and he needs to, for lack of a better term, take a chill pill, right? You need to learn, and this is what college is supposed to teach you, is how to communicate and disagree with somebody, how to debate in a civil, productive way where you lean on rational thought and reason to form your argument, and you communicate it well in a calm manner that's collected and impactful, but not just screaming and flailing and whining and talking a million miles a minute. And this is just very disappointing behavior. It makes any credibility that his side does have seem like it just goes out the window. And I don't know if I agree. Obviously, this guy, he's a Christian preacher, so he's not loving the F-bomb or the language that these students are so free with. I get it. And I'm not sure where he was going with that. Was somebody raised their hand and said, I love date rape? That is, I don't know if they probably didn't say it like that. I mean, maybe he was equating hookup culture in colleges with date rape. And I'd have to go find that clip to see exactly what the precise context was. But I think overall, this guy's point is well taken and 100% true that atheism, or really what it is, I think, and there are conservative atheists. There are people who derive morality from non-religious sources. Somebody like Ayn Rand, who I think is a great writer. You guys should check her out if you haven't read The Fountainhead or Atlas Shrugged. She was a radical atheist, but an extreme right-winger, very conservative, who said that objective morality is derived in nature, in science. And it was actually able to, she was able to make a very compelling case, I think, for objective moral standards and this philosophy she created called objectivism, without needing to tap into religious sources for our ethics. So whether it's religious or not, I'll say I'm religious. I know many of you probably are, but even if you aren't, the left is obsessed with abandoning the idea of objective standards. This kid is clearly trying to argue, like many leftists do, that having an objective standard or objective values, like the value of human life, is wrong or is not easily defined. And you can see that in the left's politics, that they clearly don't value human life in the way that conservatives do because they're pro-abortion. They're not willing to really contend with the idea, a lot of times people who are pro-abortion, that it is a human life that's being erased and killed. They try to circumnavigate that fact as much as possible. I mean, some of the very blatant ones won't. They'll admit it and say, yeah, but who cares? And I think that that's rare, but that you do find that sometimes when you're debating these people. But I think that the politics of the left reflects this idea, this abandonment of objective standards and an objective right and wrong. Sorry, not to use the word objective too much, but that really is the key phrase here. Conservatives believe that morality is real and right and wrong is real, true and false is real, and the left doesn't. They want gender, for example, to be a fluid thing, and they don't see any problem with mutilating minors and giving them access to surgeries that really maim them for life. You know, the more you look, you can see this in the left's politics, this lack of clarity in defining the value of human life, whereas conservatives are very clear. They say that God created human life, it's valuable, or they say that human life is valuable because it's inherent in nature and we need to protect it. And I think that that's why conservatives tend to be pro-life for the most part. I thought this was a very interesting debate. It's interesting to see these philosophical elements coming out of what really is just like a candid, spontaneous screaming match on a college campus. But you can kind of see, if you look closer, the philosophical elements of the right and left kind of revealing themselves. And it's cool to kind of trace back where they come from and where these thought patterns that you see on the left and right actually come from. But anyway, let me know what you guys thought of this clip in the comments. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so you guys get notified when we post new videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.